Hey everybody, MusashiX here, and welcome to my spoiler-free review video of Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which at the time of this video did premiere just a few days ago, and I gotta be honest with you folks, as good as the first movie is, this one definitely nailed it. Sure, the way the plot goes is that it's slightly different from the games, but then again, most video game adaptation movies mostly do that. But overall, my experience of the movie is very good. My reception of it, well, I know it's not the end of the video yet, but I think it's a movie worth watching. So, if you're new to this channel, feel free to hit the subscribe button, as well as follow me on social media. Your support will be greatly appreciated. So, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 as a whole, definitely a nice movie to watch. I'll say that much. And, well, first off, I'm not gonna spoil that much though, but there are some things in the trailers that are worth talking about that I'm sure it doesn't feel like spoiling in a way. And of course, I'm talking about the plot. In this case, Sonic was trying to make use of his powers even more. His super speed being his main power, obviously. Trying to be more heroic to the public's eye. But eventually he comes to the terms that he still has some more growing up to do. Granted, Sonic the Hedgehog has always been very cocky in life. He's very carefree and makes so much quips, especially against Dr. Eggman, which we'll talk about soon. And of course, in this movie, we also have Tails, and they replayed that one scene of Tails again from the mid-credits scene of the first movie. Only this time, put it into the movie. As part of the plot in which he's trying to warn Sonic of an impending danger. But it's also in this movie that it's the first time that both Sonic and Tails would actually meet, as opposed to how they would meet in the games if you ever followed the Sonic the Hedgehog mythos. And the same thing goes for Knuckles, because the way I think of this film is more or less Hollywood's own version of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and how these characters met. But if you know the plot of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, then you know very much what the outcome is. But I will say though, the movie does have some really good funny moments, especially when Sonic, for the most part, he kind of reminds me of Gex in terms of making so many pop culture references. Because if you ever played the video game series Gex, almost about every few seconds he would actually make some pop culture quips about just about anything, actually. And Sonic frequently does that throughout the whole movie, which is very strange though. I mean, yeah, Sonic will always have those quips, just like he does also in the games, but he doesn't go around making so many pop culture references the way Gex does. And of course, Tails, he's still the scientific nerd. And of course, Knuckles' character, well, given like I said, that it's kind of like a different way of telling Sonic 3 and Knuckles, then you know what his personality is, and you know where this story is going. And of course, Jim Carrey still makes Dr. Eggman look so good. His performance is very spot on. I'm not even joking. And as far as the other characters go, like say like say the policeman, Tom Wachowski, played by X-Men actor James Marsden. His performance is actually just as good as it was in the first film. Now the other thing I could say also about the movie is that there are some moments in the games that are also being good references to the games themselves, but given that this is a spoiler-free video, I much rather not say anything about it. This is something that you just gotta watch for yourself, especially in the end credits, which will blow your mind. It already blew me away, so I'll just leave that to your viewers to actually watch that end credits scene for yourselves. As far as voice acting goes, or rather the performances of the characters, as I said, Jim Carrey he could still act, and man, as good as he was as Dr. Eggman in the first movie, he did it even way better in the second movie. Ben Schwartz as Sonic, he still sounds great. He definitely how should I say this? Definitely does a good job of bringing the carefree nature of Sonic the Hedgehog really well into this movie. And then there's Colleen O'Shaughnessy, who is the current voice of Tails since 2014 in the games, and she does a really good job of doing the voice of Tails from the games to the movie itself. And the dynamic and the brotherhood dynamic between Sonic and Tails is actually done very well in this film as well. And of course, there's Idris Elba as Knuckles, and holy freaking cow, his performance of Knuckles is so good in that movie. He's acting all let's see. Well, Knuckles is supposed to be the power type character, like we always knew him in the games, and his demeanor when he meets Sonic is exactly how you expect Knuckles to be during their first encounter in the games. So again, I'm not going to spoil that much though. Just watch more of Idris Elba's performance in the movie, and I can guarantee you, folks, you'll be blown away by it. And of course, some of the human characters in the movie, James Marsden. Whoops, James Marsden as Tom Wachowski, really has a good performance too, and so are the other human characters in the movie as well, with some of them having some comedic moments, which I'll admit they do a good job of making really good funny scenes. And all I can say is that, yeah, this review is much shorter than my review of the first movie, because really the best way to say it is that if you've seen the first movie and liked it, this movie is definitely worth watching. And it's worth watching again the second time, especially when you see what happens in the end credits. So in the end, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, definitely a must-watch. Well, that's my take on Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the movie. So if you get a chance to see it, definitely do so. And once again, if you're new to this channel, or if you like this video and as well as other videos in my channel, feel free to subscribe to my channel as well as follow me on social media. it'll definitely help my channel a lot, and I appreciate the support for it. Until then, this has been Musashi X, and I bid you all farewell. Take care, and stay tuned.